Hey Cyclones! We are getting ready to start creating our very own Google website on sites.google.com. It is going to be the site of your 7th grade portfolio. You might only end up using this for some writing things, but you can also later down the road add pages to it for other content areas, including your Imagineer classes, and add things to it if you want to kind of collect evidence of the awesome stuff you're doing and show off what you've learned. So this is how we're going to make this. I just wanted to give you a preview of an extremely basic, simple version so you can get an idea of what you should have by the end of following along with this lesson. This is the very main portion of my page. This has the title of my page, and here again at the very top, the title has an image of me, a welcome sign, and then a tiny bit of information about me, or what would be information about me. And then as you can see up here, there is a drop-down menu for ELA writing. When I click that, it takes you to my main ELA writing page in my portfolio. I have some information about my writing interests, an image that correlates with that, and then a button link that will go to my blog. More information on that later. And then I have a page for each type of information that we're going to be learning in ELA this year. So a page for speaking and listening, narrative writing, informative/expository writing, argumentative, poetry, and then lastly something called blended writing. So by the end of following along with this, you should have something that looks just like this, or probably a lot cooler if you decide to deck it out. So to begin, you're going to need to go to sites.google.com, and that's sites.google.com in a Chrome web browser. It's then going to maybe give you some redirect to make sure you sign in with your Park Hill Google account. And it might take you to a site that looks like this. If so, click right over here on the left where it says New Google Sites, because that is the old version, and it will take you to something that looks like this. It also might take you to something that looks more like this from the beginning. Either way, you're on the right track. Once you are here, you're going to click this little plus sign down here. It says Create New Site, and that's exactly what you want to do. Once you click Create New Site, this is the beginning template of the website you're about to create. So some of the very basics. First, you want to name your site, and you're going to name it your name, 7th grade portfolio. When you type that up here, it'll automatically, it should automatically update down here, but if it doesn't, you'll just want to make sure that you provide the title here as well. And spell it correctly, because that makes it easier. And then you have the makings at the very beginning of your Google site. The first thing you're going to want to do, since you are on what is going to be your home page, is provide some information. It's kind of your About Me section. So over here, if you're not already on the Insert tab, then you'll click that. There's all kinds of things that you can insert from here, and we'll get into this more down the road. You can insert text boxes, in which case, a box would pop up that you can type information into. You can insert images, you can embed links, you can insert whole documents from your Google Drive. But what we're going to do right now to make it easier on ourselves is just select one of these layouts over here, and I'm going to select the very first one, the simplest one with the image, the heading, and then the box for text. This will pop up, and here I will type welcome. And then here's where I'll provide information about myself, including what I enjoy most about school this year, what I'm excited to learn about, and what my interests are, in addition to what's going on at school. You don't want to make it too terribly long, but you do want to make it interesting. It's a little introduction to yourself. This is a placeholder for an image, and when you click the little button, it gives you lots of options. You can upload an image of yourself. You can select an image that you have either on your computer or from your drive, or you can actually just click from drive. All of these kind of do something similar. So I'm going to click from drive, and I can find like recent photos if I want to go through here. Or Maybe not. Maybe that's too difficult. Maybe I'll just click select image. There we go. For you to be able to do this, you will have had to upload a photo of yourself to your somewhere on your drive already. So if you do not have that available, I would pause, use your computer to take a quick picture of yourself. You can always replace it later, and make sure that this is available in your drive. So then I select that. If I want it to be a little bit larger, then I would increase that. If I don't, I would make it smaller. And this is the very, very basic home page. Speaking of pages, one thing I need to do at this stage is rename this page. Over here on the right-hand menu, I am on Insert, but I'm going to click Pages, and you'll see that my home page is right here. I'm going to click these three little buttons and click Properties because I'm trying to rename this my Welcome page. When I type in Welcome, you'll see that what's about to happen once we add other pages up here, this page will be called the Welcome page rather than just Home. Now that we've created a very basic home page, we're going to add our ELA writing page. And again, I'm still on the Pages submenu over here on the right-hand side. When I go down at the bottom where you see this plus sign, it says New Link or New Page. I'm going to click New Page, and I'm going to name that ELA Writing and click Done. Now you'll see that it's taking me to a new page. My welcome page is still in existence over there, but it's just a different section of my website. Right now I'm on my ELA writing page, and you see that it's completely blank. On this page, I am once again going to insert the basic layout by clicking Insert and finding this simplistic layout. You can actually pick a different one if you'd like to, but this one is the most straightforward, so I'm going to select that for the moment. And this is what is required for this page. Label this heading here, My Writing Interests. And here you're going to write about what you enjoy most about writing. Even if you're not a huge fan of writing, select the one thing that you do enjoy about the writing process or the type of writing that you most enjoy to create and write about that a little bit here. So what you enjoy most about writing and how you hope to grow as a writer this year. Think back to some of the information we've analyzed as a team about areas that we all need to improve in, areas like grammar, or if you in particular know that you have some weaknesses in narrative writing, you can write about that here. It's up to you. Over here, instead of putting another picture of yourself, you're actually going to use the search function to find an image that correlates with what you've written here or connects to what you've written here. My personal favorite type of writing is poetry, so I'm going to click this search button and click Select Image, select Search, and just type in poem and see what I get. And then I'm going to select an image that I like. I select that, and there it is. Before you leave this page, you're also going to need to add what's called a button link. This is where you're going to insert the link to your blogger so that anybody that visits your portfolio can also just click a button and head over to your blog. And this is how you do that. Under the Insert tab, which I should still be on, if I scroll down, there's something here that says Button. I told you there's lots of things that you can insert into your portfolio website. All of these things here are options. An image carousel is a fun way to put a lot of pictures in, and they just rotate through like on a carousel or merry-go-round. You can insert dividers, YouTube videos, you can insert a calendar, maps, Google Docs, a slideshow, and so much more. Some of these things you are going to be adding to your portfolio throughout the school year, but for now, we're just going to click this, a button. The button name is going to be My Blog, and the link is going to be the link to your blogger. So in a different tab, I'm going to go to my blogger, blogger.com, and it should bring up my dashboard that shows me my blogging dashboard. Over here on the left, underneath the name of my blog, I can click View Blog, and yet another tab will open. And at the very top, I will find my URL. I'll copy that, exit out of these things, head back to my portfolio, and paste my link. And I'll show you at the very end what this all does. So this little button pops up. You can't really read it, so I don't really like the way that it is, but you can see here that I can resize it. So I'm actually going to drag it up. It automatically resizes. I like where it's sitting. I like how it looks. I'm ready to move on. We are actually already pretty close to done for today. So I'm going to go over to my Pages sub-tab here. And you see that I've got my home page, which if I click it, takes me right back to that About Me page. And then I've got my ELA writing page, which we just finished adding information to. So now we're actually going to add a couple of sub-pages, which are pages that are kind of linked or embedded to one larger page. And that larger page that we're going to focus on is this ELA writing. When I have selected my page that I want my sub-pages to connect to, I see these three little dots over to the right, so I'm going to click those and click Add Subpage. And there are about, let me think about this, 5, I think, subpages that you're going to add, maybe more. Let's find out. So the first one you're going to add is Speaking and Listening. And I simply click Done. You notice here that it's sort of put underneath this larger one. And then you notice that up here, this just changed to an arrow. And when I hover over that arrow, it allows me to select a sub-page for speaking and listening. This page now exists on my website. It's completely blank for now. I'm going to go back up here to the ELA writing and click these 3 dots and click Add Sub-Page. And this time I'm going to type in narrative writing and select Done. This happens again. Here's a warning. Do not select the 3 dots beside speaking and listening and do add subpage, because then the speaking and listening page will have a subpage rather than it being nested under ELA writing. So each time I add a subpage, I have to go back up to ELA writing and select those 3 dots. So I've got my speaking and listening, I've got my narrative writing, I'm going to add my informative/expository writing. And then I'm going to add argumentative. Argumentative writing. Then I'm going to add another subpage for poetry. Then I'm going to add my last one called blended writing. This may or may not be a writing style that you're familiar with yet. You will be by the end of the year, but for now we're just going to create a little placeholder page that we'll revisit later. So this is essentially all I need you to do for today. By the end of this, you should have your welcome page that has your title here, your face here, welcome, and then some information about yourself. Then you should have your ELA writing page up here, which you have an image that correlates with your favorite writing type, information about your writing interests, and a button link that goes to your blog. And then when I hover over your ELA writing section at the top, I should see these 6 options: speaking and listening, narrative writing, informative expository, argumentative writing, poetry, and blended writing. Once that is completely done, you can kind of check out what your website will look like live online by clicking Publish. And this just auto generates a web address. Just say, yep, that's fine, and click Publish. And then at the very bottom, this little thing pops up that says your site has been published successfully, and you click View, and it'll take you to a new tab. And this is your actual website. So when I click Welcome, you see this is my site up here. When I hover over ELA writing, I can select all of these pages. All of them are blank for the moment, but that'll change soon. When I go to my actual ELA writing page, what's fun about this is, here's my button blog link, and I click it, and there's my blog. So if I've done that successfully, that little button should take me to my blog. That is all that is actually required for now.